Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Piyush Raj Academy Educate for Eternity. Today I am going to start Class 7 Science Chapter 2 Nutrition in Animals, which comes under Biology. In this chapter we will discuss questions and answers also. The topics to be covered are nutrition in animals, digestion in human beings, digestion in grass-eating animals and digestion in amoeba. At first we will know about nutrition. What is nutrition? The process of obtaining food and changing it into simple absorbable form so that it can be absorbed by different parts of our body and provide us energy. Then what are nutrients? Substances that provide nourishment needed for growth and maintenance of life. For example, carbohydrate, protein, vitamins, minerals, all these are essential nutrients which are needed for nourishment and growth and maintenance of life. Then why do organisms need food? Organisms need food because food contains nutrients, food provides us energy, food provides or food helps in cell repair and growth. Also food increases resistance against diseases. How do organisms obtain food? There are two modes of nutrition. Autotrophic means self-dependent. They make their own food by using simple inorganic substances like carbon dioxide and water. For example, most of the green plants are autotrophs. Next, heterotrophic, which depends on others for their food. In heterotrophic nutrition, organism is unable to prepare their food and hence depends on plants or other organisms for nutrition. For example, humans, animals and fungi. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition has been further classified into three categories. Holozoic, the organisms which intake solid and liquid foods. For example, humans, cows, dog, amoeba are holozoic. Next, parasitic, the organisms that live in or live on other organisms to obtain their food. For example, cuscuta plants, tapeworms, ticks, leeches, lice, all these are parasites. Next, saprophytic. Saprophytic means the organisms who live and feed on dead and decaying organic materials. For example, bacteria, yeast, mushroom, all these are parasitic. Also, holozoic further classified into three categories. Herbivores, herbi means grass and vores means eater. That is, the organisms who eat only plants are called herbivores. For example, goat, cow, horse, etc. Next, carnivores. Carni means animals and vor means eater. That is, the animals who eat only other animals or feed on flesh. For example, lion, tiger, etc. are carnivores. Omnivores, the organisms who eat both plant and animals are called omnivores. For example, human beings, ant, pig, cockroach, etc. Heterotrophs depends on autotrophs directly or indirectly because autotrophs are capable of preparing their own food. For example, a plant is eaten by deer and deer is eaten by tiger. Here you can see deer is directly depends on plant and tiger is indirectly depends on plants. Next, nutrition in human beings we will discuss. Nutrition involves following steps. First one is ingestions. Ingestion means intake of food in complex form. And next, digestion happen after ingestions. Digestion means conversion of complex food into simpler form by enzymes. Next, absorption happen. Absorption means passage of digested food into blood. Then after assimilation occur. Assimilation means absorbed food is utilized for energy needed for various activities. Then after egestion happens. Egestion means removal of undigested food. Next we will discuss alimentary canal. What is alimentary canal or digestive tract? It is a 9-meter long extending structure from mouth to anus. This alimentary canal consists of various organs. As you can see here, mouth, buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus. All these are collectively known as alimentary canal. Now we will discuss various organs of alimentary canals one by one. So let's start. In mouths, movable lips are and intake of food ingestions happens in mouths. Next, buccal cavity. Buccal cavity is the entire cavity inside your mouth where teeth, tongue, saliva are present, which play an important role in the process of digestion. How does teeth help? Teeth help in physical breaking process, that is, teeth crush food into pieces, and the process of chewing food is called mastication. How does saliva? What does saliva? Saliva is a watery substance secreted by salivary glands in mouths, contains enzymes called salivary amylase, which helps to convert starch into sugar. Means complex starch is converted into simple sugar with the help of salivary amylase, which are secreted by salivary glands in our mouths. Not both starch and sugar are carbohydrate, but starch are complex form of carbohydrate, whereas sugar is the simplest form of carbohydrates. Next, what does tongue? Tongue contains the taste bud, which helps to sense the taste of the food. And second role of the tongue is movement of the tongue helps in proper mixing of the food with saliva. How many types of teeth? There are two types of teeth, primary teeth and permanent teeth. Primary teeth are found in the age group 6 to 10. Primary teeth are temporary teeth, later replaced by permanent teeth. Primary teeth total in number is 20. Incisors are 8, canines teeth are 4, molars are 8, total in 20. Primary teeth have thinner enamels. Enamels is what? Enamel is the hardest part of the human body made up of calcium phosphate. ठीक है, ह्यूमन बॉडी के सबसे हार्डेस्ट पार्ट क्या होता है? एनिमल्स. नेक्स्ट, परमानेंट टीथ never get replaced, total 32 in numbers. Incisors are 8, canine are 4, molars are 12 and premolars are 8, total 32 in numbers. Permanent teeth. Permanent teeth have thick enamels. ठीक है, primary teeth have thinner enamels and permanent teeth have thick enamels. Here you can see total 8 in numbers are incisors, 4 in lower jaw, 4 in lower jaw and 4 in upper jaw. Total 8 in numbers. And this incisors teeth help in biting food. Next, canine. Canine is just besides of incisors. Here you can see this is canine, and here this is one is canine, this one is canine. Total 4 in numbers. ठीक है, this teeth help in tearing food. And next, premolars. Premolars are total 18 numbers, help in grinding foods. Premolars here 18 number, 2 to 4 and here 2 and here 2. Total 18 numbers. And next, molars. Molars are total 12 in numbers. This 3-1, this 3-1 and here you can see this 3-1 and this 3-1. Total 12 in numbers. ठीक है, which have broad chewing surface with multiple cusps. Note: proper care of teeth is taken because tooth decay can take place very easily. When we chew food particles, there are chances that food particles get accumulated in corners of the teeth. If we don't clean our teeth properly, then food particles remain accumulated and gradually area being warmed and moistened will allow microorganisms to grow there. bacteria might grow there and start living there, and then these bacteria break down sugar to release acid which damage teeth. So in order to protect your teeth, it is very important that you clean your teeth properly after eating or drinking like chocolate, sweets, soft drinks and other sugar products which are major culprits of tooth decay. Next is pharynx. Here you can see pharynx. Here is pharynx. Pharynx is the common passage for food and air, and pharynx connect the food pipes and windpipe. Pharynx connect the food pipes. Here this one is food pipe and this one is windpipe. So food pipes and windpipes are connected by pharynx. In pharynx, no digestions happen here. Food is prevented from going into windpipe by flap-like structure called epiglottis. This one is epiglottis, which protects the food particles, which prevent the food particles to go into the windpipes. When food particles comes, then this epiglottis it close. Windpipe is closed by this epiglottis, and food particles goes into food pipes. Here you can remember the epiglottis. Epiglottis is what? Epiglottis is a flap-like structure which prevented the foods from going into the windpipe. When food particles enter in windpipe, then we choke and food particles comes out. Now we will see esophagus. Esophagus is what? Is a food pipe, and in esophagus a movements happen that is called peristalsis movement. Peristalsis movement is what? The expansion and contraction of muscles is called peristalsis movement, and due to these peristalsis movements, food particles move downward to stomach from mouths. Now, stomachs, when food particles enter stomach, it expands. As stomach is what? Muscular wall, J-shaped tube contains gastric glands which secrete digestive juice. Here you can see gastric glands secrete digestive juice, enzymes in pepsin form which digest proteins, and next HCl hydrochloric acid which kills the germs whatever enter with food particles and makes the medium acidic. Next, mucus which provide protection to the inner lining of the stomach. Food we eat might contain germs are destroyed by HCl. HCl activate the enzymes pepsin which help in digestion of proteins. Pepsin is present in the form of pepsinogen which is in active form. Pepsinogen is in inactive form. ये इनएक्टिव फॉर्म में होता है, लेकिन जैसे ही HCl यहाँ पे रिलीज होता है एसिडिक इन्वायरमेंट, जैसे ही पेप्सिनोजेन को मिलता है ये एक्टिव फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. मीन्स पेप्सिनोजेन which is in inactive form convert into active form pepsin in the acidic environments. Pepsin helps to convert the following complex protein into simple proteins. Mucus provide protection. HCl is so strong that it can digest a stomach also, because all our body parts are made up of amino acids proteins. Next, liver. Liver is the largest gland in the human body. Secrete bile juice stored in gallbladder. This gallbladder emulsifies fats, means fat globules are break down by what? By bile juice. With the help of bile juice, large fat globules is converted into smaller fat globules. Makes the medium alkaline. Here you can see bile juice makes the medium alkaline, and in stomach HCl makes the medium acidic, and here liver liver secrete bile juice, and that bile juice makes the medium alkaline. That is basic. Activate the action of pancreatic and intestinal enzymes. Large fat globules converted into smaller fat globules with the help of bile juice. Pancreas is the second largest gland which secrete pancreatic juice. As you can see here, pancreatic juice releases trypsin, which finally digests proteins in a small intestine, and pancreatic amylase, which digest starch finally, and the lipase, which digest finally fats. Wall of intestine also secrete intestinal juice, which converts protein into amino acids, complex carbohydrate into glucose, and fat into fatty acid and glycerol. Now, a small intestine, that is the site of last digestion. Here the questions can be raised up that where is the last digestion occur? Then our answer will be a small intestine. A small intestine is the last site or last digestions happen. Food reaches from a stomach to a small intestine. Food reaches, here you can see, food reaches from a stomach to small intestine through a sphincter muscles. This muscles is called a sphincter muscles. Here you can see, here this muscles is called a sphincter muscles. NCTR, sphincter muscles. Okay. Food reaches from a stomach to a small intestine through a sphincter muscles. A sphincter muscles is what? The muscles which allow food to enter from a stomach to a small intestine, but it does not allow the backward movement, that is intestine to a stomach. And a small intestine is coiled narrow tube which have three parts. First one is duodenum. Here you can see this part is called duodenum. You can see here this part is duodenum, and this one is called jejunum, and last part here jejunum. These are the three parts of a small intestine. Duodenum is the common bile and pancreatic ducts open here. Bile and pancreatic ducts open here in duodenum. Duodenum is broad than jejunum, or you can say jejunum is narrower than duodenum, and ileum is narrower than jejunum. jejunum से भी पतला ट्यूब होता है किसका? इलियम का, और इलियम से थोड़ा चौड़ा होता है, ब्रॉड होता है जेजेनम, और जेजेनम से भी ज़्यादा ब्रॉड होता है कौन? ड्यूडेनम. हियर यू कैन सी बाइल जूस एंड पैनक्रियाज से पैनक्रियाटिक जूस दोनों फूड पार्टिकल्स के साथ एंटर होके यहाँ पे स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में पहुँच जाता है. ठीक है, और यहाँ पे लास्ट डाइजेशंस होता है. आफ्टर लास्ट डाइजेशन pancreatic enzymes along with bile juice helps in digestion. Intestinal glands secrete enzymes to digest carbohydrate, fats and proteins. Here after digestion the absorption happen. The digested food can now pass into blood vessels in the wall of the intestine. This process is called absorption. The inner wall of the small intestine have thousands of finger-like projection called villi, and villi is the plural form of villus, and each villus has a network of thin and small blood vessels close to its surface, and the surface of the villi absorb the digested food. As you can see here, absorption happen in a small intestine where there are present large number of villi in inner intestinal wall. Villi in one end absorbs the digested food, and the other end they are connected to the blood vessels, so passes through it to different parts of the body. Then after absorption and assimilation happens, The absorbed digested food are transported via the blood vessels to the different parts or different organs of the body where they are used to build proteins required by the body. This is called assimilation. After assimilations, the left residue or undigested food goes to the large intestine, and here large intestine undigested food passed, and whatever water in excess amounts are present in undigested food and salt that are absorbed here, and feces is excreted through the anus. Now we will know that how digestions happen in grass-eating animals. Like cows, buffaloes and other grass-eating animals quickly swallow the grass and store it in a part of the stomach called rumen. Therefore, grass-eating animals are called ruminants. In grass-eating animals, a stomach has 4 chambers, in which rumen is the largest chamber where partially digested food called cud is stored temporarily. The cellulose of the food is digested by the action of certain bacteria which are not present in human beings. What is here? You can remember curd. Curd is the partially digested food in ruminants, but later the curd returns to the mouth in a small lumps and chew it again. This process is called rumination. We have learned about animals which have the digestive system, but there are many small organisms which do not have mouth and a digestive system. Then how do they intake and digest food? Let's see nutrition in amoeba, which is an unicellular single cell organism found in pond water. Amoeba has dense nucleus and many cells, many small bubble-like vacuoles called food vacuoles in its cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. What is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is a fluid or jelly-like materials which acts as a medium in movements. Okay. Nutrition involves, and amoeba has not a fixed shape. Nutrition involves following steps. First one is ingestion. Ingestion means intake of food. How amoeba intake of food? When amoeba senses food, it pushes out pseudopodia, which are called false field, around the food particles and engulf food, and then food is trapped in food vacuoles. Here you can see pseudopodia. Pseudo means false होता है, podia means feed. Pseudopodia means false feed, helps intake of food, and this process of intake of food is called phagocytosis. Phagocytosis is what? Phagocytosis is a process of intake of food in amoeba. Next, after ingestions, digestions happen. Here you can see in the figures, food is trapped by pseudopodia and engulfed in food vacuoles, and after ingestions, here digestions happen. Enzymes released by lysosome in food vacuoles. Lysosomes. What are lysosomes? Lysosomes are bag filled with digestive enzymes. Lysosomes क्या होता है? बैग लाइक सैक्स होता है, ठीक है, जिसमें क्या होता है? डाइजेस्टिव एंजाइम्स भरा हुआ होता है. एंड ऑल्सो लाइसोसोम्स हेल्प टू कीप द सेल क्लीन व्हेन द सेल गेट्स डैमेज. जब सेल डैमेज हो जाता है तो उसको क्लीन अप करने में भी लाइसोसोम मदद करता है. इसीलिए लाइसोसोम्स को क्या बोला जाता है? सुसाइडल बैग, ओके, और गार्बेज बैग यू कैन से. And next, the digestion in amoeba is called intercellular digestion. अमीबा में जो डाइजेशन का प्रोसेस होता है उसको इंट्रासेलुलर डाइजेशन बोलते हैं. इंट्रासेलुलर क्यों बोल रहे हैं? क्योंकि एक ही सेल के अंदर सारे डाइजेशन का वर्क हो रहा है. एंड अगर बात करें हम लोग ह्यूमन बींग्स के डाइजेशन में, तो बहुत सारे वेरियस ऑर्गन्स इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, तो इसे क्या बोलेंगे? तो ह्यूमन बींग्स के डाइजेशंस को इंटरसेलुलर डाइजेशंस कह सकते हैं. इंटरसेलुलर मीन्स वेरियस ऑर्गन्स इन्वॉल्व देयर, एंड इंट्रासेलुलर मीन्स सिंगल सेल्स इन्वॉल्व्स ड्यूरिंग डाइजेशंस. नेक्स्ट, आफ्टर डाइजेशंस एब्जॉर्प्शन हैपन. डाइजेस्टेड फूड डिफ्यूजेस टू साइटोप्लाज्म. जो भी फूड डाइजेस्ट हुआ वो डिफ्यूज हो जाएगा कहाँ पे? साइटोप्लाज्म में. एंड after absorption, assimilation happen. Assimilations means the absorbed food or digested food are used for growth, maintenance and multiplication. And after assimilations, egestions happen. What is egestions? You know well that undigested food is expelled out through cell membrane. Now the time for question and answers. Here you can see multiple choice questions. Which of the following organ does not secrete digestive juice? A small intestine, liver, stomach and esophagus. All of you know well that a small intestines also secrete digestive juice. Liver also secrete digestive juice, bile juice, and stomach also secrete digestive juice. But esophagus, here no digestions happen and no digestive glands present. Therefore, no digestive juice is secreted by esophagus. Which organ produces bile juice? Here you see producing की बात हो रही है, ठीक है. मीन्स लीवर कौन सेक्रेट करता है बाइल जूस? लीवर. बहुत सारे बच्चे बोलते हैं गॉल ब्लैडर. गॉल ब्लैडर क्या है? बैग है जिसमें क्या होता है? स्टोर होता है बाइल जूस. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, बाइल जूस इज स्टोर्ड इन व्हिच ऑर्गन? Pancreas, gallbladder, liver and stomach. Then what will be answer? Gallbladder. If iodine turns a substance to blue-black color, then the substance is starch. Number of chambers in cow's stomach are 4. ठीक है, in which rumen is the largest chamber. Next, true and false. Digestion of starch in the stomach? No. Digestion of starch in mouths में स्टार्ट होता है, ना कि स्टमक में. HCl is present in the stomach. True. Humans can digest cellulose? No, because humans में वो cellulose digesting bacteria present नहीं होता. Fat is completely digested in stomach? False. Fat is completely digested in a small intestine. Amoeba is a single-celled organism? True. False feet of amoeba is called pseudopodia. A human adult has 32 teeth. Saliva is secreted by which gland? Salivary glands. The long muscular tubes that leads from buccal cavity to the stomach is called esophagus. And in amoeba, food vacuoles contains the food captured by amoeba, and contractile vacuoles contains water. As you can see here, questions and answer. Very short answer questions. You can see here, name the mode of feeding in butterfly. Mode of feeding in butterfly is sucking nectar. Nectar is the sweet juice, ठीक है, that is sucked by butterfly. Okay, here you can also remember the mode of feeding in cat, dog. तो मोड ऑफ फीडिंग इन कैट डॉग क्या होगा? लैपिंग. ठीक है, क्योंकि वो अपना टंग का उपयोग करता है. देखे होंगे आप लोग कि अपने टंग से वो पानी को पीता है, तो दैट इज लैपिंग. LAPPING. एंड मोड ऑफ फीडिंग रैबिट में, माउस में, इस समय क्या होता है मोड ऑफ फीडिंग? तो निबलिंग. NIBBLING, निबलिंग. एंड सकिंग मोड याद रखना है. मोड ऑफ फीडिंग सकिंग किस में होता है? मॉस्किटोज में, बटरफ्लाइज में, हाउस फ्लाइज में. ठीक है. एंड स्क्रैपिंग मोड ऑफ फीडिंग स्नेल्स में होता है. स्वेलोइंग स्नैक, लिजार्ड्स, बर्ड्स, इस समय मोड ऑफ फीडिंग क्या होता है? स्वेलोइंग. च्यूइंग मोड ऑफ फीडिंग किस में होता है? कॉज, बफेलोज, डियर. एज ए लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस हियर डिस्क्राइब्ड, यू कैन सी ईच वन इन डिटेल्स. ठीक है, आप लोग इसका PDF नोट्स डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. मैंने इसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में डाल दिया है. ठीक है, यू कैन सी हियर. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग आवर वीडियोस. इफ यू लाइक दिस वीडियो, प्लीज डू सब्सक्राइब आवर चैनल्स फॉर मोर अपडेट्स. लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब. Thanks again for watching the videos with patience.